Hey everyone, welcome to SunwayFM. It is all shiny here in our studio, and we hope that everyone is having a bright and shiny day. I'm Chloe.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Lian.
And we are your hosts for the SunwayFM podcast. We are a brand new student-led broadcasting station here on campus, and welcome to our second episode.
Yay! Woohoo!
So to those who has not listened to our first podcast, be sure to listen it on our Spotify. And also don't forget to check out our Instagram page, SunwayFM, to know when's our next upcoming podcast.
So how's everyone doing for the past week?
It was pretty dreadful,
Yes.
I guess, during this time because, it's an assignment hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God, after next week, it's going to be over.
We'll be done
Woohoo!
for the
Yay!
semester.
Yay!
How are you guys up to?
Same
We're
with...
doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. What
It's just the assignments. That's about
do
it.
you guys do during the weekends?
Good
Binge
question.
watch.
I just finished up my assignment.
What about you, Caitlin?
Oh, I binge watched the latest series on Netflix, The Crown. It's on British history royalty, and it's really cool. Chloe and I had just a private conversation on that one over the weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Chloe.
Yeah, I think we texted regarding The Crown because it came out on Sunday. Was it Sunday? I don't remember. On the 15th of November.
Yeah.
So it's a new season, and I'm interested because there's like Princess Diana in it. So gotta watch it.
Yeah, so for
There's a lot of royal history in there. So yeah.
this week's podcast, since all of us are having like a pretty rough week, this podcast is gonna be a little bit more chill. We're gonna talk about movies. We're gonna talk about musics, all the things that we like. Basically, it's gonna be very, very chill, unlike the previous episode that we made. So
Well, Leanne, have you been binging anything lately on Netflix
Ooh.
or any other like on the TV or whatever?
Well, not really. I mean, I haven't watched movies for quite some time now, considering that I'm quite busy. But I do know that there's a lot of really good movies that I enjoy. Because I don't really have like a favorite movie. Because as long as
Right.
it appeals to my emotions, as long as I cry, as long as I was satisfied about it, that's a good movie and that would be my favorite. But in terms of...
And it all goes with the emotions.
Yeah, true. But in terms of genre, I think I'm more into comedy, action, love. More on these jokes. Like, I'm not a fan of horror movies though. Are you guys a fan of horror movies?
I'm like...
No, not me. I will have nightmares.
I'm like 50-50 with it. Sometimes, I mean, I usually watch in like a group. So like when you're with the right people, with the friends that make you laugh, sometimes the horror movie is just a funny joke.
Really?
For me at least. Because I remember like, do you know the movie Halloween?
Halloween. No, not really. I don't think I've heard of it.
No, not really.
Never mind.
Not really.
Basically like I think it was a really old like horror movie, and then they kept making like new ones, so using like the same actors and stuff like that, and I don't remember the plot, but if it's like it's just a really dumb horror movie. It's like what's that movie called again? It's like Scary Movie, if you guys heard of Scary Movie, like the whole series. It's just like a funny...
I think I heard a little
Horror
bit
sort of-
about it,
yeah,
but I'm not
it's like a
really that familiar in that part. 'Cause- but
I'm not familiar with horror movie as well, but the only horror movies that we knew is Annabelle, Chucky, and IT.
but I've never watched those.
These are the horror movies that we are really familiar with.
I've never really watched those though, because I felt like the reason why I didn't really watch horror movies is because those kind of movies scarred me when I was really young. So yeah. But aside from like horror movies, aside from horror movies, right? What do you guys normally like? What's your all-time favorite?
Mine would be musicals. I'm like the biggest like musical like geek.
Oh really? Give me some examples.
Yes.
Besides like Mamma Mia, like okay.
Oh,
Mamma Mia.
Yes.
I'm sure everybody knows Mamma Mia.
yes.
Does anyone know
Mamma Mia, the goal.
Hairspray?
What's that?
Oh yeah, Zac Efron
Hairspray?
is on it.
Yeah.
Zac Efron.
Speaking of Zac Efron, it reminded me of like. Do you guys know the movie 17 Again? I think
Oh my god, yes.
yes.
that
Was a funny movie. That's really
Yes.
funny.
I mean,
And also speaking of that, does anyone know the classic, like, High School Musical or The Cheetah Girls and, Camp Rock, Hannah Montana, all those kind of movie and TV that we used to watch as little kids, like sitting there on the TV watching those TV, and we just have the perception of what we wanted to imagine when we step into high school and this kind of things.
well,
It's a lie. It's all a lie.
yeah, High School Musical really brings back a lot of memories because back in the day it was really, really popular.
Yeah.
And it's all because of Zac Efron as well. Like the chemistry between Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens was just gold.
I mean, they were dating in real life as well.
Oh yeah,
That's-
true.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's why
yes.
the chemistry was real.
But
And unfortunately, they broke up, and which is broke off all our hearts. They try and get Gabriella fans' hearts.
I mean,
that's the reality, am I right?
gotta go my own way.
But aside from those, I really enjoy like inspirational movies like Wonder. Do you guys know Wonder?
I heard of it.
It's
Yeah.
the whole movie is about this little boy with his astronaut helmet because his face is a little bit
It's like this deconstructed,
yes,
right?
and everybody just wasn't liking him at the beginning because of his face, but I forgot what he did. But eventually, everyone started respecting him because he was unique.
Yep, I've seen the trailer on Wonder before during my mass communication class back in year 1 in university. We didn't pick that movie, but what you have mentioned what I mentioned Leanne is that it does really bring the memory back of watching that trailer of that little boy by being being disformed and being
Different.
like the perception and the difference. You want to be accepted by society. Yeah. So from the trailer we can know that the little boy is gonna be accepted in the end, which is quite touching. I almost cried when at the end of the trailer though.
True.
I almost
True.
cried.
Okay, so now that we've talked about our favorite movie, a few days ago we asked you guys on Instagram to share what is your favorite movie, and I gotta say we received a lot of response, girls.
And musical being
Yes.
72% of our over
Wow,
28, which
that's
is pretty
a lot.
good news for me.
Yay! And for
Yeah.
me as well.
I saw a lot of people responding with like the trilogies like Harry Potter, what's the other one? Divergent.
Speaking of which, I've never watched Harry Potter.
You uncultured. I'm joking. Seriously? Not even one?
No, serious. No, not even once. I know a lot of people are gonna bash me for this because I mentioned this to my another club members as well, and they're like, "Are you serious? I'm gonna kill you, you uncultured swine." And I also told them I have not watched Star Wars as well. And I'm not a lot of people are gonna bash me again.
I've not watched Star Wars too, so people can bash on both of us right now.
Oh,
Yeah. because Harry Potter is the most famous magical movie in the world. My sister, she's a very mad Harry Potter fan. I can tell. She will buy all the Harry Potter merchandise. Not all the Harry Potter merchandise, but she will buy and keep it as a collection. I've seen it before in her room. I'm sorry, sis, but your big sister has to march into the room and see why you're not in the house. I'm sorry.
So you're kind of like embarrassing your sister in front of
I'm
the
just
whole
praising
audience
my
right
sister.
now?
I'm just praising my sister for
That's
such
so
a having
sad.
nice collection she has.
Big.
I
She
mean,
has
not
a
gonna.
great taste movie compared to the big sister, yeah.
Oh, I hear some roast there. But I have to say, Harry Potter is kind of cute. Now that he's grown up, of course.
Yeah, he's
He's handsome.
old. He's old now. Right.
I don't blame it. But aside from that, I also see some people said their favorite movie is Narnia. That was a really good movie as well. But the whole story plot is still a little bit blurred to me. Not really that familiar as well.
Same.
Have you guys watched the Addams Family?
Yeah. I briefly remember I watched it when I was way younger, but it was a really good movie. And all I remember is like Wednesday Addams. That's it.
My sister did watch the Addams Family, but not me because she's a musical geek. So, yeah, and I always listen to my sister turning on the Addams Family musical on her Spotify. So the song kind of stuck into my head. So once again, thank you, my little sister. You made the song stuck into the big sister's head again.
Nice.
Just praising.
Nice.
Just praising.
So,
I mean, Addams Family is the little girl was pretty sassy and savage as well. So I kind of like that character, which reminds me of the movie White Chicks.
oh my goodness.
That classic.
Movie.
Yeah,
Oh, my
do you know
lord.
what's my favorite scene?
Which one?
The Terry Crews scene when he went on the date. And I need you. That was so cool to see that he doesn't even know that he's a police officer going undercover as a white chick.
Speaking of movies, our production director has a little game for us in store since we're on the topic of movies. So, usually when we listen to when we watch a movie, like we remember like the little theme song or like jingle. So, today we are going to play a game of Guess the Movie based on a theme song. So, joining us today is our production director, Danielle.
Hey, what's up, guys? I've been temporarily summoned by the team to join you guys for this little game that we call Be Our Guest. Now, as previously that Chloe has mentioned, this game will involve movie themes. And here's the catch. I've prepared 6 movie themes, each 3 seconds long, and you guys will have to correctly identify them. But here's the real catch.
Oh no.
The one that gets the lowest points. Okay, this is not any of my decision, but according to them, the punishment for the loser will be to go out, scream a promo for us, and film themselves doing it. If you guys get arrested, do not mention my name. This is none of my idea, but the rules are the rules.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna receive a lot of complaints from my neighborhood.
it's
Yeah, me
tell them
too.
it's a project.
Especially from my folks.
Tell them it's a project. But yep. So
Okay.
first person to call their name gets to say the answer first, and if you guys really want me to repeat it, all of you just have to ask. All right. This is
Okay.
This
Let's
is
do it.
the first theme.
Chloe.
Chloe, you may go first.
It's Jurassic Park.
You did it. That's 1 point to Chloe. All right, what will your
Oh my! Wait, I did it.
Oh, did Kaylin miss hers as well?
I missed
Alright.
my.
You guys have 5 more chances of winning. Here you go. This is the second theme. Pray your internet connection works.
Okay.
What is that? I can't. No, I don't think.
Wait. Hold on. My brain just lagged for a second.
I don't think I've heard of that.
No. Oh my god.
Do you guys want to repeat that?
Yeah.
Alright,
let's repeat
this
it.
is the second theme.
I'm gonna try my shot, Lian.
Okay, Lian, what is your answer?
I don't know. It sounds so much like Lego Star Wars, but I'm not sure if it is. I've never watched Star Wars.
Is that your final answer?
Is it? I guess I've never heard of it, but I'll try.
That wasn't even a movie.
Aww.
Oh.
What was
Okay,
it?
depends. Who else wants to go up first?
No. Wait. If it wasn't a movie, it's not even a movie?
It is a movie, but Lego
is a
Star Wars
game.
is not a movie.
Potter.
It's
Wait.
a game, is it?
1 point goes to Caitlin.
Wait, what was it?
Harry Potter.
This was Harry Potter.
Damn it! I just mentioned it previously. I did not watch Harry Potter. Oh my god.
I'm a big Harry Potter fan and I just spaced out and I just completely forgot.
Yeah, Star Wars
Alright.
fan is gonna bash me
Good try,
again.
everyone. Good
Oh,
try.
no.
So the
For
board is
Leanne.
1-1-0. Alright, Leanne. You have 4 more chances to get your game up.
Oh no.
Oh my
So
god.
this is the third team.
Lian. Is
Leanne,
it SpongeBob?
what a surprise!
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Right. The scoreboard is open.
Oh no.
That got
Now
me
it's a tie.
scared.
Alright, all 3 of you, you
I know.
have 3 more chances to make a difference and to steal a point.
Oh dear.
So, this is the fourth theme.
This sounds so familiar. What is that? That sounds so familiar.
Oh no.
Can we repeat
Okay.
that?
Okay.
Sure.
Can we repeat that? Danke.
Oh God, it's. I heard of that song before. I know which company makes
AF.
this song, but I don't know the name of the movie.
I mean,
Lian.
you want to
Lian.
guess?
I'm gonna
You wanna
try.
guess?
Again. Yeah, I'll try guessing, but we can still guess again, right?
Nope. One try.
Can we? No? Okay. Just give hints, like a subtle hint.
A subtle hint. Let's see. I don't know how to really say this to you. Like, I had a hint initially, but then I lost my
We're
train of
desperate
thought.
for hints.
Yep.
Wait, was that the hint?
Yes.
Was that the
Yes.
hint? Was that the hint?
That was the hint.
Okay, Lian.
Lian?
I'm gonna guess Polar Express.
Train of Thoughts.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
God.
All right, it's up to you, Chloe.
Oh no. Oh no.
This one's a free one.
No. Okay. I'm gonna test my luck. You said a train of thoughts. Okay. No. Wait. Just give me a second. You know what? I'm just gonna guess. I know it's wrong. I'm just gonna say Narnia for no reason. So.
Ooh. I'm sorry. Ooh.
Yep.
All right.
Uncultured.
So these next two are going to be really
Girl
suspenseful because one of you is going to have to lose
no.
now. But
I mean, technically we're tied, so.
yeah,
So wait.
so there
What
is
was
no-
the answer to that one? Yeah.
This
Yeah.
theme was How to Train Your Dragon.
I never watched a film.
I knew it was Disney. I don't know what film was that. What?
That it's DreamWorks.
Wait, how do you have dragon? That one with hiccup?
Okay, let's move
Okay.
on. Let's move on.
Goodbye.
Hiccup. Oh man, hiccup.
All right,
Goodbye. I'm heat up.
you guys better start rubbing your little temples.
Oh,
and
great,
get this one through
Oh
yourself.
gosh.
Because these next two are
God.
going to be a little bit harder, a little bit less well known. But I trust that at least one or two of you guys will make it out of here alive and not screaming.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the second to last theme.
Okay.
Chloe,
Chloe.
it's Halloween. Theme song. Yeah.
I've never even watched that movie. Oh god.
We're gonna be dead. We're gonna be dead.
Alright,
I'm gonna die.
Don't be so worried yet. Don't be so worried yet. You have one more chance to get out of this safe.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's like me versus
please,
Caitlyn.
please.
It's like me
Alright.
versus Caitlyn
This is the
now.
last theme. I wish the two of you luck, and the loser better start drinking some tea. This is the last theme.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Please.
This one is a little bit harder than the rest, so I'll give you guys a few more replays if you'd like.
Yeah. Kill one more time then, please. It's kind of familiar. But it seems to me it's Toy Story.
I don't think I've heard of that
You want
song
to keep
before.
that answer? Or you want to try one more time?
It's
I think I'll keep that answer because it's similar to it's kind of like Toy Story. Yeah, I'll keep that Toy Story
Toy Story.
movie. Toy Story, yeah. Aww.
Ian, it's all up to you now.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it, so I
I'll
don't
play it
know.
one more time. You can try your hardest. Just guess.
No, I'm
Try your
positive
hardest.
I've
You
never
might
heard
get
it.
it. You never know.
I couldn't be found off my
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never heard of it before, so I don't think that my answer would be right. I'm just gonna go. Well, I forgot what's the name. What's the princess? The Tiana and the Frog Prince.
The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
I mean, I know it's gonna be wrong, so just go.
Well, this has been a fun game. Congratulations, Chloe. You're the winner.
What happens to the tiebreaker
Yeah.
though?
Well, I guess the both of you are probably gonna do it. We didn't expect this is gonna happen, so yeah. Well, looks like we have two people that's gonna do the challenge now, I guess.
God, imagine losing a game because you did not watch enough movies.
Yeah. But anyways, This theme
I couldn't be found.
was bare necessities from the Jungle Book.
Right, it was Jungle Book. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I would have never guessed that. I would have never
That's
guessed
why I said
that.
it was getting harder.
Was it the recent one?
Yeah, the only thing from
Was it the recent one?
no, I don't think so. I think it's from the Disney the animation movie where Baloo talking to Mowgli. The animated version.
Whoa! I just got an incoming message saying that turns out we have an extra song for the tiebreaker. Whoa! So yeah.
No!
Well, wait,
You have
what?
one more chance, you guys. The both
I
of you have
cannot
one
wait
more chance
this.
to come out of this alive. Yep,
Oof.
I was so surprised. I never knew this was gonna happen. It's almost
The
as if I
suspense
planned
is
this all
real.
along.
Kaylin, I'm gonna
Huh.
skin you.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, Leah. If
The two of you?
if one of us lose,
You better lose. I ain't gonna scream that way. I ain't gonna scream in my neighborhood now. I mean, technically, I'm screaming.
All right, you better use that passion to good use, cause here's your final chance.
Passion don't help
You guys
me.
are really lucky this time around. Well, all right, close your eyes, really think hard about this one, and this is the lucky chance.
Les rêves des amoureux sont comme le bon vin.
Ratatouille.
Ils donnent
Kaden, Ratatouille.
You didn't say your name, but you got the answer right, so I guess I'm gonna have to give you the point. Congrats, Caitlin, you won. I'm sorry, Leah. But yay, congrats to you too. Woo. I'll be putting applause after this. Just cheer for yourself. I don't know, it's fine.
I officially hate this game. I am officially hating this game. I saw Chloe was like, you must know the answer. You must know the answer. But I don't know the answer.
Oh no. So,
I'm sorry, Leah.
me with my short-term
We have to make you
memory.
do this. We feel so guilty.
Well,
I mean, it's a guilty pleasure for you, but
guess
not
we
for
all
me.
grew up differently.
yes,
Well,
we all did.
this has been a fun game. All right. I
Yeah.
guess this is time for me to leave now. Have a good rest of the podcast, everyone. See you.
Bye, Daniel.
Thanks, Daniel.
Bye.
Bye.
What a dramatic exit, I have to say.
Yeah.
So, since we were guessing a movie through music, we're just gonna have a little bit of music break. So, here's a song for you guys. It's called Wrong by ZHEN, and I hope you guys enjoy.
She said she wanted more. She said she wanted more, but I've given all. She said she wanted more. I'm chilling in my zone. Baby, I don't know. I don't really need you, girl. What you trying to say? Girl, I try so hard just to wanna hear to stay with me. Give you my heart, and I wish I never did. You girl, for me, I'm like completely took control of me. Thought that we were meant to be. I mean, for real. All I want is company. You make me feel so wrong, so wrong. Late at night, you try to call me. We had a fight, and I know what you about to say. Whiskey bottles lying empty. Girl, I know that you were trying to play it safe. I get it, love is always difficult. That you want a better life than I can give. I don't wanna feel like make you hurt. Took all them blessings, but I know you won't forgive. When I need someone to hold, but you won't pick up your phone. All this hard feelings that you're trying to show me. Yeah, that you know. Keep your thoughts and secrets all on your own. Got me overthinking when I'm alone. Guess you never ever thought that you. She said she wanted more. She said she wanted more, but I've given all. She said she wanted more. I'm chilling in my zone. Baby, I don't know. I don't really need you, girl. What you trying to say? Girl, I try so hard just to want you to stay with me. Give you all my heart, and I wish I never did. Girl, you f me up like you completely took control of me. Thought that we were meant to be. I mean, for real. All I want is company. You make me feel so wrong, so wrong.
And that's on Wrong by ZHEN. I hope you guys enjoyed the music earlier. And now we're just going to move on to the next section. We're going to talk about our favorite thing called music. And I'm sure everybody has listened to music before. It's pretty much the things in our life.
It's on the radio. It's everywhere.
Yeah. You hear it on Hits FM, 1FM, and there's different languages, different genre of music even.
But I mean,
Yep.
I think most of us listen on Spotify nowadays rather than the radio station.
Yep.
Kind of true, but I don't subscribe to their premium.
Me
one.
neither.
Do you-
No. So like
What about
halfway through
'Cause
a song, it's just gonna be ads the next second.
It's so annoying.
I mean, it's better than paying extra, in my opinion, because I know that some people gets really irritated when it comes to like
Yeah.
advertisements.
Yep.
I used to pay. I used to pay for premium and think like I just stopped because I was like, what's the point? It's just
don't
ads
think-
in between.
I don't think you would try to skip songs as well. Like you just leave it play and just let it play randomly.
Yeah, but it depends. I mean, if you create your own playlist, then like you just add the songs that you want to hear and just let it shuffle.
But see, here's the unique thing of pop music, because you know that the style of musics are constantly changing, and
Right.
the way pop music is back in 1960s, 70s is a lot different to how the pop music sounds like now. Like for
Yeah,
example,
definitely.
right? Yeah, for example, right? Back in like the 60s and 70s, right? Music normally involves a lot of instrumental works. Many people, they would play instruments. A lot of singers, they know how to play instruments, like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Those were
Beatles.
really those were really classical, and it's more, I guess it's more of the melodious type, and there's a lot of echoing. Do you guys agree? Like it's very romantic, some of the songs, like
yeah.
My Way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then now it's like mostly electronic based, even when it comes to like pop music. It's all like digital stuff.
More of EDM, I would say.
Well, but EDM is like a different genre,
Yeah.
you know? So like if we take like a artist from like the 2000s, we could look at Lady Gaga. Like her
Yeah.
music back then and music now is so completely different, because back then it was really like
It's very electronic.
electronic based, and now it's more like acoustic. There's like guitars, there's like piano, and it's much more. I think for me, I prefer her newer music, but her old music, like it's iconic as well.
Yeah, her older
True.
music like Bad Romance, they are more alternative, and her new music like A Star Is Born with featuring Bradley Cooper, that was a change in her music where we really notice.
But it's not
True.
only just from like the movie, because I think one of her albums, like after a really long time, I think it was called I don't remember the album name, but like I remember listening to it and it was like way different from like what she has used to do with like Poker Face, Just Dance, Bad Romance era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can tell the difference between like back in the 2000s, right, when Justin Bieber first
Oh my
became
goodness.
popular, right? You know his favorite song, "Baby." I mean, not favorite song,
Hold
but
on.
like the most popular song, "Baby."
Popular song.
Hold on, are you guys believers? Or used to be?
No, no.
I'm
We're
not
not
sure.
You're not sure?
I kind of like his music now. Back then, not really a fan. I just
Right.
know that he was really popular with his song "Baby," and it was a huge hit, and a lot of people
Yeah.
kind of loved it. But at the same time, it might felt a little bit of cringe because he was a teenager who's writing
Yeah.
love
He
songs.
was 15 to 16. That's 15 to 16.
Yes, exactly. So imagine, like, if say you're a 19-year-old fan who's fantasizing over a minor. I think it's kind of wrong to say that, but you get the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
we do.
Yeah. Remember the
Yeah,
hair
we do.
flip? The iconic hair flip.
Oh,
Yeah, the iconic
yeah.
hair flip.
Boy.
But then his songs are really nice. Now I kind of enjoyed his one of his music, the Lonely. It's kind of
Oh.
sad, but it's very much relatable to a lot of people right now.
Right. I can't believe he's like married now.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
to
as if he
Haley.
was like a teenager like yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, every celebrity, they're still human beings, though.
Right.
So they kind of deserve to have the love of their life.
Yep.
Yeah, but at the same time as well, like a lot of artists in the industry, you do like kind of grow up with them in a way. Like if you take Justin and like Taylor Swift, for an example, you do kind of grow up with them because they started their like music career when they were like 15.
Teenagers.
Very young.
When they were teenagers, and now they're like in like Taylor Swift is like in her what 30s?
30s. 30s
Yeah,
right now.
we're
30s.
we technically grew up with them, and it's
Yep.
I mean it's a really, I guess in a way it's nice because you see their music grow, and yeah,
And you see how their styles change a lot. Like, for example, like you mentioned Taylor Swift, right?
yeah,
Back in 2007, her hit song was "You Belong with Me," "Love Story."
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
Our song.
Right,
amazing.
very
McGraw.
yes, very country-like and very,
country.
yeah, it's very
Yes.
countryish and it's very
Yes.
pure and naive. The whole vibes is very pure and naive.
Right.
Yep.
And then you move on to the 2014s where it's like Trouble.
1989.
yeah, and it's like I Knew You Were Trouble, Bad Blood,
and that
Blank
was
Space.
and that was when like in my opinion like with like the media and everything, that was when like people
Yep.
talk like you
Yep.
know about her reputation in
Breakups.
terms of like in relationships where she dates a lot of guys and breaks up with them
Yeah.
and write like love songs about them. That was kind of a rough one for her in my opinion.
It's like the
because like as someone who's in the spotlight, a lot of media outlets try to like you know fabricate like and make up stories and try to make them look like a bad person, but in reality like that's not the truth.
No. Yeah, and also she has also like a previous guys she dated in the industry, in the entertainment industry. And also I just wanted to bring up like how her music grew from country to pop. Especially my favorite song of Taylor Swift is The Teardrops on My Guitar. You know, the MV scene was in high school. She was had a crush on Drew, and he ended up he has a girlfriend. So that kind of related to my high school life because I used to have a crush on the head prefect in my batch.
Really?
Yeah, I did, and he had a crush on someone else. He had a crush on someone else. So every time I see both together, then the song "The Teardrops on My Guitar" just pops into my mind, just like sing and
But that's kind of a sad. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a sad song.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me cry, but that's okay.
Yeah. But,
Music makes you feel things.
Yeah, but I'm already over with the high school crush thing. We really move on with our lives. So yeah. So I hope he will understand what I felt back then in high school.
Yeah, I guess in a way, like, we grew up with our favorite artists, or like we technically grew up with any musicians that we listen to, in general. So yeah, that's a good story, Caitlin.
Oh, thank you. Just reminiscing the days in high school. It's such good memories of innocence and naive of a high school girl.
Okay, so before we go any further, we're just gonna have another music break. So if you guys enjoy or would like to know what music you guys want to listen, be sure to hit us up on our Instagram page, SunwayFM, and just, inform us to see what other songs do you guys want to listen. And without further ado, this is Can't Sleep by Alien Lipstick Fire. Hope you guys enjoy.
Wish you were dead is what's inside your mind.
And we're back, guys. That was Can't Sleep by Alien Lipstick Fire. So unfortunately, our main host, Chloe, has been disconnected from the server. So we would have to continue without her for this final segment. So as you guys know, movies and music has pretty much been in our entire life. We've heard a lot of the songs, we've seen a lot of movies, and growing up in some way, these music and movies could influence your life. So I want to ask you, Caitlin, how do you want to share how this like music and movies influence your life, how they inspire you, how do you feel about them?
Okay, I'm just gonna talk about when I was really young, because I asked my folks on who inspired me on singing first. It's either the Wiggles or Bunny and Friends. So my family said, Bunny who inspired you first, then moving on to the Wiggles, then moving on to the artists that we listen today. So yeah, these artists and children band really helped me with my life, because we know that music is part of our everyday life. So every time when we hear a song or something, we just go on to Spotify or any music channel, we just pop in and just find the song that really relates to our emotions today. So yeah.
Hello,
How
guys.
about you, Lian?
Hi.
I'm back.
Chloe?
I'm back.
You're back?
I am back.
Yes.
I am connected again.
Yes, finally. Okay, we're just
I'm so sorry. It's just my Unify has been really bad lately, and
it's okay.
It's not good especially when we're recording at home, because we can't be on campus. So
True.
that sucks.
It's
Yeah,
okay. We're
that's
just gonna
true.
catch you up on what we were talking
Okay.
about.
What are we on?
So we were just talking about how this music and movies influence Caitlin's life. Mm-hmm. And she shared something about how music can influence our emotions per se, which is really true. Because for me, right, music doesn't really influence my life, but it rather influences my mood, to say. Because, like when you're happy, you tend to play happy musics. And it keeps you upbeat.
Right.
It feels like you're floating around in the air. And
Exactly.
if I'm sad, I play depressing songs and make the world seem darker and more emo.
Yeah.
I actually
Down, way down.
I actually agree with the emotional part, because I actually did back in college I did a research paper on music, and you're right. Like when you're happy, you tend to play happier songs. When you're sad, you would play like really sad songs, and it actually triggers it heightens like the sadness, and I don't know why we do it to ourselves. I don't know why. It's just our human brain thinking, okay, I'm sad. I'm gonna listen to way sadder songs now to make me even more
It's
feeling
self,
super negative.
It's like self-torture,
Right.
self-destruction.
Self-torturing.
But I know that some people, they might find some music can save their life, because to them, some songs, they're not just songs. They're like messages that they need to hear. Like, for example, because some musics, they have lyrics. All musics have lyrics, and each
they do.
lyrics has like a meaning behind it. The story, the message that it carries, And some people, they might feel down, and when they're in like in a certain situation, and when they hear a particular song, it may just be like a wake-up call to them.
Right.
Yep.
And it might just change their life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in general, music is in my opinion, it's like the most powerful element on a human being.
Yeah.
Because our human brains, when we listen to like again, like a certain type of genre or like a certain type of music, it can conjure up to like a really wide range of emotions. Like maybe you will feel sad for a second, and then you can actually, you kind of relate to the story of the song, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not alone going through this, rough kind of situation. And yeah.
Yeah, and it's
so
true.
I think like everyone has, their own reason and own opinion on music. For me, instance, I study music. I have always been passionate about music since I was young. And it took me quite some time to kind of convince my parents to let me study music because, Asian parents are like, oh, you shouldn't study. I mean, it's your passion and hobby. Maybe like you should do something more realistically speaking, like more academic. And I was like, I was about to give up. I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll just like satisfy my parents by studying food science or something. I'm so thankful I didn't do that. And then, yeah, I ended up here because I think at one point when I was in doing my foundation year, I was really having a really like bad time, and my distressing, and like I start listening to like artists that inspired me when I was younger, and it kind of hit me like, oh, I should be doing what I love and like what I'm really passionate about, rather than just giving in to like my parents' like satisfaction of like having a stable career or like a well-paid job,
Yep. And it's true. And also, Chloe, I also have the same sentiment on me as well, because I also wanted to major in music, especially in singing, because that's my passion as well. But then what you have mentioned, the family setting in Asia, that's like, oh, music doesn't bring you a future. They only just like bring you a hobby. So they asked me to go into a more academic one, like communication, which is also I'm passionate in it as well. And in the end, after I graduated from university not long, I'm involved in a music band back in my hometown, Malacca. But
that's good.
Now everything is put to a halt because of the COVID. And yeah, I'm looking forward to singing again soon with my singing buddies when the pandemic is over.
That's good. You know what? But the ironic thing is, my dad works in the entertainment industry. So
Wow,
that's kind of
nice.
ironic for me that he actually like wants me to study like something academic.
Oh God! But to some people, music is really their life. Like you say, it's the passion, but it's also their life, and it could be a way for them to survive. Like they might have jumped to music career. Like for example, without music, Taylor Swift wouldn't be here. Justin Bieber wouldn't be here. There's so many potential singers, artists that we would not have heard of if it wasn't for music. So thanks to that. Yeah, and in terms of movies, it's also the same thing as music. Like each movie has its story, and the story has a meaning. So it depends on what kind of movies you're exposed to when you're young, because you're young, you tend to absorb a lot of things, right? As long as you're exposed to something. Like for example, when I was young, I was, you can say, a hopeless romantic in a way, because I was exposed to a lot of love movies and series due to my maid back then. Like at 7, yes, like at 7, I was already 7 years old. I was already binge watching Indonesian love series. Like I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it's like Aku Bukan Untukmu.
We didn't.
Aku Bukan Untukmu stands for I'm Not For You, and it was a really sad love story, and at 8 I already got exposed to like K-drama, Boys Over Flowers and everything. So at that age I was already anticipating my high school life, like because I had such high expectation that I get to experience what it's like to feel what the characters have been through, in the story. How's it like feeling wanted by like really attractive people?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I remember I did this really cringe thing back then is that when I was 7, right, I got 3rd place for singing competition in my school.
Wow.
And my teacher was really proud of me. So she started playing my singing audio in front of like the whole class during her class. So at that point, I felt like a celebrity.
Wow.
Yeah, and I started asking everyone this stupid question like, does anyone likes me? Who likes me? And everyone just said like, me. And the fact that I went to every single one of them that asked like, yeah, that's like, oh my, that is so awkward and cringe, and I cannot believe I did that on 7 years old.
Oh, wow. That's a very that's a very that's a very early exposure on love movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as for me, I'm not really exposed to any movies until I was like 6. The first movie I was exposed was Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah. That was
Finding Nemo was my very first movie, and that was the first time I went to a cinema. So yeah, Finding Nemo, there's a talk about the theme of family and the theme of the tension between Marlin and his son Nemo, because we know Nemo is kind of like any kid. He just wants to go to the boat, and Marlin just stop his son from going, and he goes to strength to find his son all the way from America Sea to Australia, Sydney. Yeah, that is quite a determination for a parent to look for their child, especially for Nemo and his dad, the hardship and the relationship they're going through. And yeah, I just want to touch up a point that the media that I'm exposed is mostly on children music, as we had mentioned earlier. And mostly like children's music, especially the lyrics are quite repetitive, and it's kind of like implant in our minds today. Just let me give you an example. I watched Barney, and one of the lyrics is called "Please and Thank You" are the magic words. So it's kind of simple message, but it kind of implanted in our minds when we ask something, and if we forgot the please and thank you, we'll be like, oh no, I forgot my manners or something.
In a way, it's like it teaches kids how to be polite in a sense.
Yep.
That even though it's to us it might be like really childish, but for kids, right, they're just so pure and innocent. So so in a way, it's like it brings out the message to them to be a good person, which I find it good.
Yeah.
But
and did it still stuck into your mind today when you say please and thank you when you hear about the song?
No, I'm actually not familiar with that one. I only know their ending song.
Oh, right. Okay. And also there's another message. It's called "Look Both Ways" by the Wiggles from their "Tu Jaga Jaga" 1998 album. Yeah, and one of the messages says "Look both ways again," and they say wait till traffic come to a stop and cross a road with a friend, and that's this message really implanted me into my mind whenever I'm about to cross the road. So I just like look both ways and just like go and just like, okay, no traffic, just use the Malaysian powerful hand to stop the car, then just cross the road.
Yeah. But I think that's all from us today. We hope you guys enjoy listening to our podcast, and be sure to head on to our social media page, SunwayFM, to share us your favorite movie and music. And let's just hope that Chloe's internet connection would be better in our next episode. See ya!